Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video in which I'm going to be explaining how to get shulkers, okay? For that we're going to need wood, we're going to need shulker shells, and we're going to need a couple of pointers. So the first thing we're going to do is get ender eyes. Really watch the whole video, because I'm going to be telling you all the things that you're going to need as the video goes on. So the first thing we'll do is throw ender eyes. We'll throw one, we'll wait for it to disappear, okay? And if it drops, we pick it up. How many should we take? Well, I recommend bringing, that is, reach the stronghold with at least 16 and bring 20 or 22, okay? Then we will throw the eyes until the eyes, as you can see, start to pull down. Okay, there will be a point where they pull down. What I recommend is to throw an ender eye, advance 400 blocks, and throw another one again, okay? So once we've gotten to the point where the ender eyes just pulled down, what we're going to do is pickaxe down, like I've done in this case, okay? We would pickaxe down until we were in the layer, for example, of minus 35 in my case, the stronghold, okay? Once in the stronghold, well, if you see walls like that, okay? This used to be covered, don't get hung up on that, pickaxe the walls. Here, for example, it was also covered to pickaxe this, okay? I mean, as much as it looks like this here, you say, oh no, I'm super incarcerated, how poorly Minecraft works. Well, pickaxe, and most likely you end up finding another part of the stronghold, okay? So, inside the stronghold there are chests, with most of the ender pearls. I'm saying this in case you don't have ender pearls. Well, you know that you can get them around here, and once you've arrived, well, we're going to find this, where we're going to have to place the ender eyes, okay? Until you complete the portal. So what we'll do is go in, and we're going to go to an end gateway, okay? We're going to have the end gateway first. No, we're going to spawn with the dragon, and we're going to have to kill it. At the end of this video, I'm going to be leaving you a video where I explain how to prepare for the fight against the dragon. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy at all, especially if it's your first time. Prepare yourselves that you're going to possibly die. Then, once we have killed the dragon, this portal from here will be generated, and we will make a small path to get here. We can enter in two ways, as I told you before, with the ender pearls. They are also given to you by all the endermans that spawn in the end. In the end, endermans are spawned. There they are. These endermans, these bugs, you can kill them, and they give you ender pearls. So what I can do in this case would be to do like this, and then aiming here, and throw the portal at me. Or get water, do like this, position myself here, okay? Suppose I have an empty bucket, we collect this water. And what we would do next is to get inside. So, jot down the coordinates of where you spawn, because this is not going to spawn like this. I have put this to avoid losing this end gateway. And what we will do now to find a structure, for example, right now I'm going to many chunks, and I already see a ship out there. The idea would be the same, that you did the same, that you went to many chunks, okay? But, well, basically what's left for us is to explore. There are many methods of exploration. There are many people who, well, I don't know, who prefer to make giant bridges. And I'm here to give you the best advices, but also a bit risky. It's that it depends on you doing them well. In the same way that if you make a bridge, it depends on you not having looked at any enderman before. So, how can we do this? What I want to emphasize is that if you fall there, you will lose all your stuff or all your inventory. So please play as calmly as possible. Never look at the enderman in this dimension. I know it may seem silly to you. No, it's just that I can kill an enderman because I'm very well equipped. Really, you look at an enderman, you start fighting against him, and for whatever reason you look at another one. And that's it, literally. Unless you're very, very well equipped or know how to play very well, like. So I recommend you to play with ender pearls. But Luz, you just told us not to fight all the endermans. Well, one thing is to fight an enderman that you just looked at, and another thing is to catch this one alone, who is completely alone, and start popping him. Okay, then we would take the ender pearls, and what we would do is look for example, I want to jump from here because that's where the land ends. Then we should look for the closest area. The closest area is this island here, okay? I don't know if you can see it, it's this island here. But we're not going to give him that island here. Why? Why do a parable doing it like this? I think I'm not going to get it right. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. I mean, literally failed. No, it's just that we're not going to give him our life. So yes, we can try 40 times, but no. That's just nonsense. There, for example, I got it on the second shot. Well, it's a possibility, but I've never tried it and I don't recommend it. So how do I recommend it? If you've thrown 2 ender pearls and you haven't made it to the end of it all, 45-degree angulation, okay? What are 45 degrees? Well, if the player is looking at this, let's say this is angle 0. Looking at the horizon is angle 0, And looking up like this, looking like this, it's 90 degrees. So looking at 45 degrees would be looking halfway between the horizon and looking up. That is this diagonal. What does it mean? Well, what we will do is look at 45 degrees. So what we'll do here is throw an ender pearl. Obviously we can do this by sight. Over time you will get used to measuring the 45 degrees, and what we will do is throw an ender pearl. Okay? So how will you see now that I'm going to arrive? And 45 degrees is the best distance at which you can shoot an ender pearl. As you can see, I've gotten there with ease. In case we see that it is very far away, or we are not very experienced with ender pearls and we are not entirely sure if we're going to arrive with our shot, what we can do is get a little closer. Here we would already be much closer. And throw an ender pearl, okay? I repeat, the event is full of voids, of trolls, of troll-like things, of hollow structures like this one here. It's full of walls. You might throw an ender pearl and for whatever reason it falls here. And here, as you can see, I fall. You must be quick and throw an ender pearl to be able to react in this case. Okay? So be prepared. When you throw an ender pearl, be prepared in case you fail. Because imagine you fail here. Or imagine that you do it well and this endermite appears and pushes you. Well, you need to be quick and throw another and as many as you need until you're saved. Alright? So really be very careful. This isn't an easy dimension until we manage to reach the ship. Alright? We would be running around here then. Really prepare yourselves very well, bring food, yada yada yada. And what we would do is get on the boat, alright? Why? Because on the boat we have Helytras, and with Helytras we can avoid any sort of damage. And not just for that, you might say, the goal wasn't shells. Well, yes. And the fact is, there are shells on the boat, but not many, alright? There are only a few. But it will help you a little to test. Know that if these bugs hit you, they'll make you levitate. My advice is that before they hit you, place a bucket of water on the floor or on a wall. For example, here. And if you start levitating, when I throw you, try to fall into the bucket of water and that's it. Then nothing, we would sail here, drop in, and that would be it. There we would have the elytra to avoid any damage. So let's get to why we're here. We take down these little boxes here. If we kill them with looting 3, they will give us a lot more stuff. There it gave us a shell, for example. We're going to kill this third one. It's pretty unlucky that with 3 of these boxes you don't get a shulker really. But I'm here to prove that it can be done. We're going to kill this 4th one. There it is. So, what we would do would be, as we have said, gather wood. And for this you need exactly 3 logs of wood. 1 for the crafting table, and 2 more to make a chest. Then we would take the chest, do this with the shells, and we would have our first shulker box. How many do I recommend farming? I recommend farming 27 shulker boxes. Does that mean you have to craft them? No. It means that you have to get 54 shulker shells no matter what. Why? Because the size of the ender chest is this. It's 9 by 3, 27. And ideally your ender chest should be full of shulkers to increase the storage. Without further ado, I'm going to leave you several tutorials that I think will be useful to you, combined with this one here on the sides. And see you in the next one.